Hey, kid. I ain't gonna lie. Like my whole dream team. I ain't gonna lie. Like back in the day. Oh, my. Oh, dang. Like back in the day. Look, he took out.
Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head.
What's up with the gang? You already know we back with another video. Shit, today we finna react to OTF Jam getting attacked for snitching on Lil Durk. You feel me? Shout out to District Trending. You feel me? We about to see what they talking about. Let's just get right into it.
The Lil Durk court case is about to get very interesting, as reports are being shared of OTF Jam being targeted by OTF members for snitching on Lil Durk. A report reads, OTF Jam found by OTF members, hiding out in a crib outside of Atlanta. Sources claim Jam was dealt a punishment for snitching on OTF owner Lil Durk. More to come, alongside a photo of the scene outside of the house Jam was staying at. This is coming after OTF members investigated Lil Durk's previous Instagram lives, where they found something concerning as Jam was seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering in it, and looking if everything was connected with his wire.
Hey, kid. I ain't gonna lie. Like my whole dream team. I ain't gonna lie. Like back in the day. Oh, my. Oh, dang. Like back in the day. Look, he took out.
Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I never happened to dare. Architect. What happened to who? What happened to dare? Schools had stuff down. All that whooping on the net, it got your man. Metro!
Which is extremely sad to watch after you realize Lil Durk went to the bank and grabbed $50,000 in cash for when OTF Jam was originally released from his 12-year sentence.
You know what's name, bro? Steady crying, huh?
He steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get the milk for some big mama.
Bro, see that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby.
My folks look out for you, and this how you do it.
I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof.
Bro got out what?
You know that
How many you did off?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah. That's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
Because Jam was a trusted member of OTF, he did his time in lockup and was probably one of the last people that Durk suspected to be informing on him. But that's all because the rest of OTF never found out about the second arrest he had shortly after being released in 2022, because he was taken in for possession of a firearm. With him being a convicted felon, he was facing another long sentence for breaking his parole and was ultimately offered a deal to skip the jail time and inform on Lil Durk. Jam knew he couldn't go through with another sentence in lockup and signed the deal. As we mentioned before, Lil Durk gave him $50,000 when he was first released. He was family to Lil Durk and one of the closest members in OTF. We even heard from Jam himself that Durk also paid for his protection during his first sentence and how he bought him a crib and a car.
Yeah, because you just came home not too long ago, like when you come home.
So I've been home a little bit over a year.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit over a year. 12 years flat.
12 years.
Like 12 years. Did my time. Ain't told on nobody.
Right.
Ain't no on my name.
Like, how did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
Get on we broke together. This ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know.
Because he's super solid, but he's like you know what I'm saying? He said Jam get out that jam and give him 50. He ain't got to ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to ask. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Which led to Lil Baby sharing, "This can't be true, man. Free the boy, Durk. These streets are evil. Y'all own brother will turn his back on you." Although, on the other side of it, Charleston White was happy about him getting locked up and went so far as to call it a victory for the community.
I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. Down goes the drill. 12th round knockout. Because it looked like they had got away and they get to ride off into the sunset. So this is a...
However, it seems like Lil Durk caught wind of Jam snitching before he was arrested, but sadly it was too late. Because he hopped on an interview and it was shared, Lil Durk has been playing 3D chess this entire time. He knew OTF Jam was going to cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your way is gonna cooperate.
Durk continued talking in the interview about how he always keeps his life secretive as well. He supposedly doesn't even let his closest friends know where he's living.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be
because niggas act different until they put in a predicament. So how you gonna know how you gonna act if you can't put him in that predicament? Them niggas gotta put him in that predicament.
It's people like,
and you see how niggas react.
I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the
you gotta watch. Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like that's how I play. Like I don't play.
But this didn't come as breaking news to DJ Academics because he was told over a year ago that the feds had been interested in Lil Durk.
It's from a group of journalists. Actually, I'll give it a well, not really the person. An Atlanta-based journalist said, "Hey, Act, this is going to happen soon." And I said, "What?" And you know, I get my sources and I get news told to me. They said, "I've been told that the feds have been looking into Lil Durk." But I remember this is before the O Block 6 thing happened, or actually maybe it was I can't remember the timing. But I remember thinking after the O Block 6 or 5 like got convicted, I'm like, all right, Durk's finally in the clear. That's what I thought.
Shoot.
But the person who was telling me, they say they had good authority that was coming from investigative bodies that was involved in looking into this.
After collecting evidence for the better part of 2 years on Durk, they'd make the arrests once they felt like they had enough to prove their case. They would arrest Lil Durk and all 5 suspects involved in the hit within 24 hours. However, the feds updated their evidence file after Lil Durk's first court hearing, and it's concerning. They brought up evidence from rapper Brick Baby, because he appeared in an interview and said you can't say Durk never slid for King Von anymore because they got
I don't know why he said that.
Once Durk was arrested,
but they already had
Brick
that
Baby
case
was on live stream, and he'd react to his old interview where he mentions this, making it look like he could have drawn federal attention to Lil Durk's name.
This is just it. 5 Chicago gang members with ties to Lil Durk, OTF, accused of being hired to unalive Quando Rondo in the LA incidents where Lil Pop was unalive. Suspects face the penalty if convicted. He said indictment alleged that flights and rental cars were paid with credit cards linked to OTF.
But was this an attempted hit? Or
They can't say that no more.
Then they put you as
why? Oh yeah, because of no, like he died.
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
So this is about the.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
As everyone in the room realized, it looks like Brick Baby publicly called out Lil Durk for his crime, and only weeks later he was taken in by the feds. But it gets worse with the announcement. Brick Baby says that he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Lil Durk had asked, because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had to ask me, I probably would have been if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd something.
Right.
And we'd hear it reported, OTF rapper Lil Durk had his first court hearing for his M for Hire case. The rapper will remain in jail with 0 chances of a bond release or bail. House arrest is still in the question, but not for now. However, even though with Durk being arrested, he's supposedly doing good on the inside with the report of Lil Durk is reportedly described as super charming by prison staff and other inmates. The only thing he doesn't like in jail right now is the food, as the Lil Durk case has gone viral online, even grabbing the attention of YSL Woody.
I want to hear my opinion on the Lil Durk situation. I ain't saying he guilty.
I don't know what the situation is, but if life is going good for you and you come from private, we risk so much of our freedom, time, and life trying to get where we at, to put ourselves in a position where we can take care of our family and our responsibility. The best revenge was for King Von. I'm not saying Durk guilty or anything, but the best revenge that you could have got from King Von was stepping up and taking care of his kids. We ignorant. We do stupid stuff. Why is we out here trying to continue to hurt each other? It's not gonna bring
Woody
back
woke up real fast. When they was handling that, boy, he woke up fast. I mean, that's a blessing that Thug got that 15-year probation. That's great. You know what I'm saying? But Woody fucked up. But he fed you, he took care of you. It's like I'm tired of people like him who wait until like they get caught. I wish you would have did that before you got caught. Act that way before you get caught.
Maybe for his lawyers attempting to get him a bond.
Turn
because
into
we saw
a
it announced. Kodak Black's attorney Bradford Cohen says Lil Durk has a chance to beat the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case unless OTF testifies against him. He says, I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Durk Banks. I think they have a long way to go to prove the conspiracy against him.
You chose the opposite route because that was the only route to keep your freedom in life.
You know,
so it's like that's not the route you chose.
Don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly, that's not a good text. But is that the only text? Because that doesn't, you know, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly, it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. Because he could be blaming, you know, Grant or one of these other guys and saying like, hey, these guys are going to do some crazy stuff. And he's like, hey, listen, make sure it doesn't associate with me at all. You can look at that a million different ways. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, you know, a slam dunk case on Durk Banks.
It's still early on in the case, but if the feds don't have enough evidence to prove he did this without reasonable doubt, it's possible his lawyers could get him free. But that's without hearing the audio recordings that OTF Jam picked up on his wire the last 2 years. But a famous lawyer revealed what Durk's release date could be, depending on if someone snitches on him or not.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, you know, didn't actually guy, you know, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually
kill nobody,
or someone that but it didn't hit. You know, they're going to have forensics, so they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him, which that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement. And I think what also is interesting with the indictment is it wasn't just money. They're like, oh, it could have been money or it could have been career advancement.
Which is incredible news for Lil Durk. But the situation gets worse for Lil Durk after further investigation. Because a huge part of the feds case comes from the information they gathered with OTF Jam. It was with his involvement they were able to legally tap all of Lil Durk and OTF's communications. Even one report of evidence they got on Lil Durk reads, federal investigators obtained iCloud records of Lil Durk advising an associate in his hit plot saying, don't book no flights under no names involved with me. Regardless of the warning, the associate booked the flights using a credit card linked directly to Lil Durk. But for the feds to prove their case, they needed to show that Lil Durk knew these men before they did the crime. As they'd search videos of OTF's history, when they stumbled across a jewelry video with King Von shopping with 3 of the suspects, known as Didi, Vonnie, and Boogie. With them knowing King Von, they'd most likely be in touch with Lil Durk also.
It's solitary.
Hey,
stone.
We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
With Durk and all of them being friends with King Von, they'd be the main people that would want to get revenge for him. Because the Lil Pab hit all comes down to Quando Rondo's crew and his friend Lil Tim taking out King Von in the streets of Atlanta 2 years prior. Just after King Von passed, Quando dropped the song Soul Reaper with the lyrics, man ran up on me, then we sprayed him, I'm talking lights out. We do the dash in that Durango, jumped out with that pipe out, so tell them to pipe down. Instead Instead of Durk responding with a diss track back right away, he allegedly planned out the hit on Quando Rondo that would take out Lil Pab. With the plan set into action with the 5 men, Durk then released his diss song where he raps, "They like Durk, he a singer, he won't do something. You can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit." And after some time passed, those lyrics turned real when the news reported the hit.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie, the funniest lyrics to me was before Lil Pab got shot, all that when Pooh Shiesty popped out and he said, "You can't wear no RIP shirt."
No, I don't like
he
her.
said,
Lil Timmy
if your
rolled her brother
homie
up,
kill
got
ain't
stepped on
dead,
in
you
some
can't
Nike
wear no
kicks.
RIP
But Durk
shirt.
ended the beef when he
That was
brought up
hilarious.
Quando's
He was
reaction
right
to
there
Lil
with
Pab
Durk.
passing that
I don't know
was
if y'all
recorded
seen
at
the
the
video,
scene.
but that
Because
shit was
Durk
funny.
rapped, "Look on the news and see your son
Cause dude
screaming,
woke
no,
dead.
no."
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he was wearing no RIP shirt, but it was just funny as shit.
Frantic at the site.
I ain't gonna cap, not one time OTF Jam got attacked in that video. I hate when people do bait shit like that. I'm not picking bro no more. It's like the least you can do is tell the truth when you be, you know? But I still had fuck with the video, I will say. It was, you feel me? I fuck with it. If y'all did, like, have any comments, leave them below. Y'all know. Leave a like, subscribe. Till next time.